Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I have been able to film for you guys, but I am back and I promise that I am back. I'm gonna start trying to film at least once a week. I have made a huge move from Japan to Glam now, so I have my own beauty room and I don't have to share with my son anymore. So I am a lot more motivated and excited to create more videos for you guys. So in today's video, I wanted to do an unboxing slash review for you guys. I got these two babies in the mail yesterday and I'm super excited to try them out. I did open them up just to take a look at them, and I will say that one of the eyeshadows in the Anastasia Soft Glam palette is cracked, but I already contacted Anastasia and they said that they would send me a replacement, so it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna fuss over it. It's really just an eyeshadow, and plus they said that they would replace it for no additional cost and I don't even have to send in the palette, so it's not a big deal. But I'm super excited to try these things out today. I feel like I haven't been really excited about makeup lately. I haven't bought much makeup lately, so when I saw that they were releasing these two things, I got super excited and I knew that I just had to have them. Okay, so let's just jump right into it, and I will start with opening the highlighter palette first. Here is what the packaging looks like. It comes in a black unicorn, which is really cute. It's like a matte black and it has gold detailing right here. I love how Anastasia packages their stuff. It always has like this little extra protection inside, which I really appreciate that. So here is what the palette looks like on the outside. Super cute. Looks just like the unicorn pretty much. It has the gold detailing, but instead of being black, it is more of a glossy finish. And then the back is like a rose gold finish, which is really cute. Very Amrezy, if you guys know her. So here is what the inside looks like. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love how it has this shape to it. It kind of looks like waves, and I really like that. When I first opened it yesterday, I was like, whoa, that's different. It's really pretty. So let's just go ahead and do a quick finger swatch. This is the first time I'm touching this even, so I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. So pretty. I love how smooth and buttery it feels. It doesn't feel chunky. I don't like highlighters that have a lot of glitter and that are very chunky, because they tend to bring out more of my uneven texture in my skin. You can kind of see it a lot more when you use highlighter, but I really appreciate a really soft, smooth highlighter like this, so I'm super excited to try this out. Okay, so let's open up this. This is like the star of the show. I mean, I was super excited about the Amrezy highlighter, but I'm really excited about this, only because I have all the other palettes like the Modern Renaissance, the Subculture, the other one that just released before that, and I feel like when you have all of them, you just have to have all of them. So of course I had to pick this one up. Okay, so I'm just going to be very careful with showing you guys this. So here is the packaging. I forgot to show you guys, but this is what their packaging looks like. It is just their usual unicorn with a picture of the product and their names on the back, and then it is cruelty free, just like the highlighter as well. Here is what it looks like. Very pretty. It pretty much looks just like all their other palettes. On the outside, velvety and soft like this, and then on the inside, I believe that they're also the same size as the previous palettes. Very pretty. The colors are definitely just like as the palette is named. It's a soft glam palette. All these colors are very neutral, but you can still do a soft glam look with it, which is what I love and what I usually go for. So I'll swatch a couple of these. I know Sienna and Burnt Orange, and I think Orange Soda is already a, actually, in Cypress Umber, so, and Tempera, which is weird. So these colors are all colors that they have already had. Like, you can buy them as single eyeshadows, or if you've seen them in previous palettes as well. But I think the backstory to this palette is that these are or Venus favorite colors, I want to say. I know I see her on her Snap talking about favorite colors and putting a palette together of her favorite colors, and I want to say that that was the backstory to this palette. I'm not for sure, so don't take my word on it. I will swatch Sienna. Wow. I will swatch Mulberry. And then I will swatch the sultry color that's cracked. I'm just gonna try not to drop it anywhere on myself. Okay, so, oh my gosh, these are super pigmented. Very, very pretty colors, very pigmented, slightly powdery, but that's the same as their previous palettes. And if you haven't used Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes before, that is the texture and consistency of all the palettes. They're very soft and they're very easy to blend out. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into the tutorial and see how these palettes work. I'm super excited to be filming this video today. I don't know, I just felt like very motivated to create a video for you guys because it's been so long. Okay, so I am using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer today. This is one of my all-time favorites, of course, besides the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Eye Base. That one is the absolute favorite of mine, but this is like old school. This was the first primer I've ever used in my life. Okay, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in, and today I'm going to be starting with the color Burnt Orange, which is right there. So it does pick up a lot. I just barely dip my brush in it, but as long as these things blend good, pickup does not bother me at all. So I'm just gonna put it here in my transition area. I want my shadows to blend very, very well together. So I want to lay down a really good light transition color. Okay, now taking the color Rustic, I'm just gonna use the same brush that I used for my transition color. I'm just gonna go into my crease area and slowly build that up. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for today. I'm just kind of creating whatever. But hopefully it comes out good. Okay, now using a more dense, fluffy brush. Let's see, a dense, fluffy brush. This is the Sigma E25. I'm gonna go in with the color Mulberry right here, and I'm gonna pack this color on the outer corners. Okay, so now that I packed on the Mulberry color, I'm going to take that same blending brush that I started with my transition color, and I'm just going to use whatever product is on it. I'm not going to add any additional eyeshadow, and I'm just going to blend the outer edges out so it's not so harsh. Okay, so taking the sultry color with the oval packing brush, I'm going to pack that on my lid. I will say that these shadows are super, super soft, and you just barely need to tap your brush into them to get pigment. So a little goes a long way. Okay, so I really like how this look is coming along so far, but I do want to add some black into my outer corners, just down here in this area. So I'm going to take the black shade in the palette called Noir, I don't know, the black shade. And I'm just going to take this little tiny packing brush. I'm just dropping everything today. So I'm just going to take this little tiny packing brush and put it on the lower half of the outer corner. Okay, so I wasn't going to do a brow bone highlight, but I figured that I should just try and use as many of the shadows as I can in the palette. So I'm going to take the color Glistening right here and use it as a brow bone highlight. So don't ever be afraid if you feel like your shadows are not meshing together when you keep adding more and more, because all you have to do is blend it out. Just take the same blending brush that you use to do your transition color and eye promise you that all the colors will sandwich together and just blend out really nicely. And that is like the whole point of having a transition color, is so that you could have all these colors just blend in together and just create like a beautiful ombre effect. And so this is pretty much what the eye look looks like. So let me just add some lashes and I will be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look for the eyes. I just went with a super natural lash. I didn't want anything to overpower the eyeshadow because I really like how the eyeshadow looks today. So I didn't even want to add any wing liner either. Let's go ahead and use the highlighter. I'm super excited to use this. I know it kind of looks like I'm wearing a highlighter right now, but I swear to you, I'm not. It is just my primer, I think, because it's like a luminous primer, and it kind of just made me look like I'm using a highlighter. So here we go. I'm just going to take this fan brush and dip into the palette. Ooh, this is really pretty. Okay, let me put this down. Okay, so let's talk about the palette first. Overall, I really love the palette. There is a lot of kickback when you do dip your brush into the palette, but the shadows blend out beautifully. They're very pigmented, they're very soft, and they blend out really good with each other, and I feel like the colors really complement each other. Like each color in this palette complements each other, and I think that you can get away with a lot of different looks in this palette. Even though it is a soft glam palette, I feel like you can still make it into a very glam palette, or glam look if you wanted to. Like you could create a day to night look very easily with this palette, which is really good for traveling, I would say. And then for the Amrezy highlighter, oh my gosh, so I have not had, like, I've had some really good highlighters lately, but I feel like this one is going to be my top favorite highlighter that has released lately. I have been using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter for the longest time, and I just feel like maybe this might replace that, or not replace it, but it might be my new favorite for a while. And I really like I said, the texture of it. It's not chunky, it's not glittery, and it doesn't bring out the texture in my face a lot, because I have been struggling with a little bit of texture because I think of the change in weather here in Guam. I went from Japan, middle of winter, super dry, lots of snow, to Guam where it's humidity, middle of winter still, but it's humidity, it's heat, sun all day, and it's very hot. So I feel like my skin just kind of had a shock when I came here, and I just kind of broke out, and now it's kind of getting back to its normal self. And I feel like this highlighter is going to be really good for even people with textured skin. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so glad to be back, and like I said, I really want to start making videos at least once a week, since I do have a dedicated room to myself now for my makeup and my work. I don't have to take all my lights down, but please, if you haven't already, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know where you guys are from, because I had an experience a few days ago. So I was at Navy Base last week, which is way on the south end of the island, and I'm way up here on the north end of the island. And she came up to me, and I was just walking around in the makeup area at the Navy Base, and she said, "Are you a YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said that she followed me on YouTube and she watches my videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy. I didn't really know how to react except without saying I'm not even wearing makeup, because she asked to take a picture with me, and I was like, oh my gosh. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for coming up to me. You seriously made like my whole month, my day, my week, my year, because I have never had anybody come up to me, and I'm not saying I'm somebody famous, but just to experience that feeling of having your first follower come up to you and tell you that they follow you on YouTube and they would like to take a picture of you is really incredible, and it's like heartwarming feeling. I almost cried because I don't know, I was just kind of taken back by emotions. It was so crazy experiencing that, and I hope that if anybody else sees me out and about, here in Guam, that I hope that you guys do come up to me and say hi and say who you are. Don't be afraid, because if anything, I'm the one that's actually afraid. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys that little story. It was really, really sweet of her to come up and ask to take a picture with me. And if you're watching this, please comment down below. I would love to see you again. And just thank you. I just want to say thank you. But this is the end of the video. If you guys haven't already subscribed, like I said, if you guys are here in Guam, let me know where you guys are. And I will see you guys later. Bye.